The Sentai Review, episode 179. This show motherfucking sucks! Turtles 2. As in the next Mutation. It's fucking awful. Listen to it. The review.
It fucking sucks!
Yeah, don't watch this show. Just like, you know. It's fucking bad. Let's move on.
Watch this fucking show. Okay. I'm going down to the fucking studio right now.
Yeah. Well, Shane, let me explain something.
I didn't realize you were recording.
I decided to turn it on when you started doing impressions.
Right, exactly.
I literally
so I don't know where that started. I just hit the button.
We've been bashing this for a while now. So
well, if I would have known you, I thought I heard you hit the. I thought I heard you hit it, but I didn't see nothing move. So I was like, okay, so maybe it was nothing. So that's why I put my mic down.
Right. Well, look, Shane, I know you had a bad time with this because you crammed it all like last night and into today. I decided I was going to watch like half of it on Sunday because I had nothing the fuck better to do. So I watched about half of it. Monday morning, I got into a fucking car wreck because this thing killed that many brain cells. Truck's drivable. I rear-ended a bitch because I thought she went because she went past the fucking line that says don't cross this line at a red light unless you're driving. So I kind of hit her. But
she was driving a green Hummer, and he was like, "Fuck you!"
Right. No, I wish that's what it was. No, I thought the bitch went, but she didn't. So, and then Tuesday I had to deal with a bunch of other bullshit from that. Wednesday, I had to fucking come home, and then there was no D&D stream to help me fucking get my brain cells back. So I debated watching Turtles, and instead said, I'm just going to have some alcohol instead. That'll kill the brain cells quicker.
No, it won't.
Oh, they're dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
No, alcohol doesn't kill the brain cells quicker. This show does.
Fair enough. It'll kill them more enjoyably then. How about that?
I'll give you that one.
I think I'm the one who got off lucky
Right.
on this because I was doing video editing. Then once that was done, hop into the last episodes.
Fair enough. But yeah, because then Thursday, because my job has been going away, they've told us that it's going to be shutting down. It's supposed to shut down next week. Fuck no. So literally, like, for the guys watching it on YouTube, which, by the way, this is a podcast. Please listen to the podcast if you want the full review instead of it being broken down to make it more user-friendly for YouTube, because that's, like, something that some of you seem to have forgotten.
It's easier to drive to work and sit through segments as you drive or while you hang out at your desk or whatever the fuck you do. Like Shane, without putting too fine a picture on it, Shane drives a big-ass truck and he can listen to the podcast. And he can listen to it 4 hours uninterrupted. That's easy. It's a little tougher to sit in front of YouTube for 4.5 hours.
Right, exactly. and especially for a subject as stupid
on
as
one
this.
single movie.
Yes.
About these awful turtles.
Okay, about to say, because I've done that. I have watched many of YouTube.
Right. But, see, then, so Thursday, it kind of, like, shut everything down early. So for the YouTube audience, like I said, my job was supposed to go by Friday. Instead, they shut it down Thursday. We're like, well, what the fuck do we do now? Well, I mean, I could watch Turtles at work and fucking be bored and pissed off at work. Allow me to do something more fun when I get home.
Okay, let me tell you something. I want to tell you something. I didn't do this because now I'm on day shift and I can't do it. But back when we had to review Turbo, I was really behind.
Right.
So what I did was, I have Netflix on my phone. I put that phone behind that steering wheel. I said, Turbo. And did my job while Turbo was playing for all 50 episodes.
I love how while you were doing the fucking steering wheel pantomime, your chair was actually squeaking, so it sounded like you were driving. Or at least if you're driving my piece of shit truck the way it is now, it's making a big squeak.
Trucks at work do that. They do that. No, but my week was, because we didn't do the recording the last time we hung out.
Right.
So
Yeah, because you fuckers all went to go see Endgame, and my broke ass still hasn't had a chance to see it because I'm broke.
Fuck, dude, and that's so bad.
I have $40 to my name, and I have to get gasoline.
That sucks because
couldn't even pay my rent, and I got to take my girlfriend to a birthday dinner tomorrow because I'm a good boyfriend.
Instead of Endgame, he watched the next Mutation.
Yeah.
You poor bastard.
Exactly. That's why I said it's been a shitty fucking week for me.
I'm just saying that I've been trying to bribe Bill with money to not let me tell me.
But
I have to watch
Shane, I've told you several times now. If we don't finish this review, we can't finish Mullet Babies.
Well,
and technically, I've been questioning finishing this because we've covered the part of the Turtles that were involved with the Power Rangers, and I didn't think we needed to go any further.
We don't have to do 4. The TMNT, as far as I can tell, it has nothing to do with this continuity at all. It has more to do with the continuity of the 3 movies that we watched that are supposedly tied into the continuity of this horrific garbage.
Right.
So we do not have to watch TMNT or the Michael Bay Turtles.
Right.
We are not the Turtles review. Technically speaking, we're a tokusatsu review because we talk Godzilla and things like that. Just so happened that since the show started from reviewing Sentai costumes, it got the name the Sentai Review.
Right.
I think Godzilla comes out this month.
Yeah.
Yes, I do believe it does.
Oh, I'm gonna go see that.
And so does the that crazy fucking movie with Superman raised wrong.
Oh yeah,
Brightburn.
Yeah, that looks.
Oh
fucking
my god,
great.
doesn't that look great?
Yes, it does.
Everything looks amazing when all you've been watching is this garbage. Dude, I literally woke up this morning and took a shit that was as big, if not bigger, than this log that we're talking about.
I believe I would. No, I was telling myself, I'm like, listen, man, I'm in the car because she went into the gas station. That's why we were running a little bit behind. I was hitting the hair. I was like just watching it, and I was like, oh my god, I'd rather staple my nutsack to a fucking wall.
I think that could be arranged. I think there is a fucking stapler around here somewhere, and not like a little
no.
Put 3 pieces of paper together. I'm talking like a roof fucking staple.
Now
gun.
because my phone is connected to my car.
Yeah.
Spencer and Amanda were also listening to the episode, and Amanda was like,
"Yes!"
Amanda was like, "Oh my fucking god!"
We fucking know.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We've had to listen for 26 fucking episodes of certified, turtified, fucking green time, stupid dog shit.
When we were literally like a minute away from you, they fucking said that, and she's like, "Oh my god, stop that! That is not going to catch on."
Yeah, no shit. But the 4 of us are going to hear it in our sleep till the day we die.
No, I've still been hearing the intro music.
Oh my god, the intro music stuck in my head.
Dude.
God, and as soon as you said that, now it's back there.
Oh my god, I know.
Motherfucker, stop it.
I prefer to listen to the one that we actually heard on the broadcast.
Look, at this point, I would rather listen to every stupid fucking retardedly catchy internet song like What the Fuck Does the Fox Say, which is goddamn nothing, and fucking Baby Shark doot 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 on a fucking loop for the next fucking month.
Listen.
Then listen to that shit anymore.
Listen.
No,
just to get it the fuck out my head.
You'd rather be listening to Mullet Babies.
Yes, I would rather listen to this. Yes.
Listen, Bill, I appreciate what you tried to do for us when I got here. You know, you tried to drown out that annoying fucking intro music with some Metallica
and
with
Shane,
some Seven Dust, but it didn't
not
work.
Only that, but you gotta be in space.
Now,
to be honest, I look forward to finishing Space.
yeah,
Because at least
we all do.
I get to watch a good show.
Yeah. With a terrible fucking leader, or at least the worst one that we've seen so far. Because again, we're only allowed from Mighty Morphin to now, because we're watching them chronologically, meaning from beginning to end, so we haven't got to any of the later shit with worse leaders.
You know what we should do? We should talk about leadership. Let's talk about Power Rangers.
Nope.
We have to talk about Leonardo leadership.
It's time to go around the room so we can talk about the greatest fucking...
No.
I can't lie that hard, Shane. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Reploid Bill William Bush.
Seth Level, sorry. And technically, if it's great at anything, it's great at fucking destroying your brain.
Scott Action Jackson.
Hey guys, I know you're about to get your podcast on, so I'll be quick. If at any time you feel like dropping your own opinion into what we're talking about, head on over to fandomnight.com, and all of the contact information for every single one of our shows, including the one you're about to watch, is there. Alright guys, I'll leave you alone.
I can't afford to pay my rent. I will take your money if you are offering money to not be in this.
Do you see?
Even pay my rent, dude.
Do you see what this
I
show?
will take your money so you can fucking leave.
Do you see what this show did? Do you see what this show did? This show is so bad that it made Seth broke. He can't pay his rent because of this show.
No, actually, I can't afford to pay my rent because other shit fucking came up.
No. It's fine. It's fine to blame this show.
It's funny.
Blame this show.
Blame the turtles.
Yes. Oh, by the way,
Blame these turtles.
I have to tell you this, guys, right now. Growing up in the 90s, I was a big turtle fan. I had, those three-wheeler, like, trike things? When I was a kid, I had a turtle one. I was huge into the Ninja Turtles. I loved everything about it. Not this.
I think I had the same thing you did, too.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. After watching this show, I don't know if I like the turtles anymore. I honestly don't think I like them.
Oh, no. I still like the turtles.
These turtles.
Yeah, I just hate those turtles.
But if these turtles are part of the continuity of the movies, I don't know if I like the turtles
They're
anymore.
part of an alternate reality. Look, again, I still haven't seen Endgame, and technically speaking, a lot of people are saying that we're a week out, so that's past Endgame spoilers if you haven't seen it yet, which is fucking bullshit. That you're not going to fucking see it.
Look, nowadays spoilers drop before the movie even
Dude,
happens.
I saw the ending
a
week before it came out.
I know.
Look,
because they released it overseas.
That's not surprising.
Yeah.
That's every movie. I told you, I watched almost the entire fucking Justice League film literally at Zeke's before I went to the fucking movie the next day when it released.
Yeah.
We just lined up all the fucking social media clips we could find and fucking put them in chronological order and watched an hour and 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
That's normal now. You can't be surprised.
Right.
Look, you want to know what would have blown motherfucking people's minds? Is if Palpatine would not laughed on that fucking preview and had people went to see the movie and had no fucking idea he was there at all, and all of a sudden Palpatine, and people would have said, dude, you got to go see this movie because something fucking happens that's going to blow your fucking mind. But instead, everybody knows he's there. We've already talked to the director. We already know it's actually Palpatine and not a Force Ghost and not a Vision and yada.
Yeah.
We know too much about our movies before we go into them.
Right.
Sadly, we did not know too much about this to fucking avoid it.
Right. But yes, technically speaking, since I guess according to the internet, we're a week out from Endgame, so spoilers can fucking happen now. If they're gonna do fucking actually talking about there's a multiverse to Marvel,
due to the snap.
Yeah, due to the snap.
It's not even due to the snap. The comic books have already referenced that the movie universe is a universe in Marvel.
Yeah, but that's because the comic books have already talked about multiverse shit.
By
but
the way,
the fucking movies are now referencing it too.
Now that Endgame is over with, I can tell you this, unless you guys don't want to know about it, but I do know where the new Spider-Man movie takes place.
Yep.
Yeah.
After Endgame.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Because it's Peter trying to deal with the fact that Tony...
I also already, because I said fuck it, I already know what happened to Cap. But that's another fucking story. But again, if they're going to talk multiverse, well, technically speaking, as soon as you start fucking with timelines, guess what? Multi-fucking-verse. Because they even kind of make reference to some shit like that
I know this,
in this.
Listen.
They talk about it like that. That's funny that they tried to denounce Back to the Future when Back to the Future even said, every time we change something, it's not necessarily that the history changes, but He even talks about it in the second movie. He says, look,
an alternate timeline.
He says this is an alternate timeline, so if we go further in this timeline, we're going further into a new universal set of events because this is a new timeline of events because we fucked with something.
When Old Biff brought the almanac back to Young Biff in 1955, and created an alternate 1985.
They've been in an alternate 1985 since the first fucking film because he's not supposed to have that truck. He's not supposed to have that truck. He's not supposed to have that mom and dad, and he's not supposed to have that mall.
Yep.
So because he hit the tree, became
that kid did not grow up in that life. His brother didn't have that job. His sister didn't do that stuff. His mom didn't have that life. He had a completely different fucking life. Truth be told, because of the way that shit happens, and the fact that he's so much more like his dad is so much more. Fucking
So technically, there's about like 5 different timelines in Back to the Future.
Competent is right, but like his dad is so fucking successful. How did they end up living in the same house? Because I'm going to tell you something right now. When you moved into that house, you only had like a $70,000 budget that the bank was going to give you because you fucking worked. You were a fucking code monkey, basically.
Yep.
Now you're the fucking boss, and you still only got $70,000 to live in that house. But evidently, you got more than $70,000 to buy that house because you also got that truck.
Yeah.
All I'm saying,
you got that truck, and your kids are fucking going off to tennis fucking practice.
I'm going to say this right
which
now,
means that he was probably given a $130,000 budget for a house and still chose to live there. Fucking Marty should have come home and been like, "This ain't my fucking house."
Yeah. It should have been like when...
And he still had the same fucking room!
Yeah, exactly.
Back to the Future doesn't make sense in many ways when you really break it down. But, sadly, we're not here to talk about that.
We could. Let's talk.
We could, and I know you want to.
Yeah.
That's
enjoyable. We have to get this out of the way.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, and technically speaking, when it comes down to it, I mean, if they got the house right around the time that the dad and the mom first got fucking married, that might be the reason why they're still there.
Shane's just shaking his head.
But this is way the fuck different because the only thing that really changes is, now we have fucking train sewer layer.
Yeah.
In the toilet.
Oh, there was way more that changed from the movies.
Right, but you know what I mean?
But you talked about it. The snap effect.
But I'm talking similarities.
Some of it shows again with these episodes, too.
Right, but again, I'm talking similarities. The only major similarity is they still have abandoned sublay toilet. Because,
have never in my life wanted the villain to win so bad. And actually,
wait, which villain? Because there's multiple.
Yeah, there's like 7 of them.
Okay, listen.
These motherfuckers have a Batman Rogues Gallery.
Silverback to win?
No, fuck him. Fuck him.
No, the second worst fucking character in the show. I don't want him to win.
Why?
We'll get to why.
Well, technically, he did end up winning for a while, but
the dragon. I've never wanted that man to win so badly because he kept talking about turtle soup, and I was hungry. I would want to see that. I would want him to see him cut those stupid turtles up and make a fucking soup.
Nah, the one I want to win is fucking Bonesteel, because if the dragons win, well, now he's going to wage war on all of humanity. Then the only thing that can stop him is the Power Rangers.
You know
if
what?
Bonesteel wins...
No, you know what?
No,
No, because humanity let this abomination come into existence. Maybe we need a reset. Let the dragon win.
Shane wants to reboot the fucking world so that Turtle's next mutation never happened.
If I had a DeLorean...
But Shane, it's an alternate universe.
It's
an alternate universe where the fucking police station work in a 1950s diner with a big LED fucking neon sign with a Batman and Robin billboard above it.
Oh, wait, there goes one of my notes.
That you can see in 7 different episodes. For New York City cops.
So let's please hop into the episodes because we'll be here all fucking night avoiding it.
Episode 14. What do we got, Shane?
Which is the start on the over there, yeah.
Is it the third disc?
It's the third disc.
Third disc. So the first episode of the third disc, which is technically episode 14, Truce or Consequences.
So we get MC Mikey with his podcast radio program again.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. We went back to Podcast Mikey.
Yep.
Which isn't, I mean, yeah, it is, but he's actually Grand Theft Radio, basically. He's stealing fucking airwaves.
Let me ask you this.
The only thing that would make it cooler is if it wasn't Mikey, because then it'd be like the radio station from Jet Set Radio.
No, I'm sorry. I don't care where. I don't give a fuck where he's driving.
Right.
They're in fucking New York. New York
and
City.
Why
is there no cars?
Because I've said this multiple goddamn times. They're in fucking New York City. They're driving around in a fucking H1 Hummer and a motorcycle and splinters. Be stealthy! In New York fucking City, driving a Hummer and a motorcycle?
Let me tell you something. Since there apparently doesn't exist any other fucking human beings, yes, go ahead, be stealthy, drive a Hummer. There ain't no goddamn cars on the fucking road.
Do I have a way to give any form of credence to this at all? To say that it makes some kind of sense? I might.
Give it a try.
We've proven that the Power Rangers are real, right?
Yes.
Citywide curfew.
Depending on what time Mikey's up and doing this.
It makes sense.
You know what?
It's a possibility.
You're talking about a world where monsters come from the fucking moon and attack, and broad daylight is one thing, but like if you can't see the giant fucking monstrous rats, and yes, they have been spotted in New York City, meaning that New York is already under the impression they know about the fact that there's fucking giant mutant monsters running around.
You know what, Bill?
If there are giant monsters in New York City already roaming the streets, maybe there's a citywide curfew.
You know what? I love that. Because
only people dumb enough to break it and possibly get killed by putties or cogs or whatever the fuck else monstrosities come from the moonosphere.
You know what? That's brilliant. And because I'm going to go ahead and take that so we don't stay on this topic any longer.
Yeah.
Yes, curfew. Got it.
There was a citywide curfew put down in New York.
And what probably really enforced it was 2 officers did see a big walking turtle mutant.
Yeah, they really did. And the second you see a monster in this continuity, since the Rangers are real, look, there's monsters attacking cities every fucking week right now. And sometimes they grow and destroy fucking buildings and make Tatsu Constructional Industries thousands of dollars.
Millions.
Only thousands?
They make millions.
They're making millions,
They're
man.
making millions.
Tatsu can
they're making that money.
afford to build a fucking house on the moon.
Tatsu can afford to pay his rent, unlike me.
You should ask Tatsu for a
exactly.
job.
I need to talk to Tatsu.
But then you'll never be here for reviews because it'll be like, hey guys, we're set that. Well, a giant monster attack.
Yeah, giant monster attacked on Wednesday. I'm in the middle of working a crane.
Guys, I'm working like a double every day. I can't fucking make it.
Fucking I goddamn live
they
here.
They destroyed Tatsu's favorite building. We have to get it back up by Monday.
And we will
knock it down by Tuesday.
Oh, boy.
Right, so we also get a rubber mask duel between Raph and Venus.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Venus whooped Raph's asshole.
Yep.
Beat the shit up out of him.
No, you misunderstand. Raph is my favorite turtle. I don't give a fuck about this, Raphael. Go ahead. I hope she kicks all of their ass.
Venus beat the shit up out of him.
And then we get a certified
turtle-fied. Yeah, you know what? That's what you get for making me be here.
But
anyway, Donnie makes a lie detector.
And Leo,
and Leonardo can't say katana.
That was fucking straight up shellacious.
Yeah.
Katana.
It's a kata.
Okay.
I'll
give you that.
And
Future Scott, put in Leonardo not being able to say katana.
And also, Leo made this quote, like checking to see if Raph's lips are moving. In this show, your lips are barely moving right.
Right.
I don't like this show, but the animatronics for a show like this are well done. When the turtles are moving their lips around, their lips and teeth and eyes, they blink, they can look back and forth, their mouths open, they have individual lip movements.
Yeah.
For a show like this, they don't have a movie budget. In fact, they're working on a Saban budget.
Saban money.
Which
those
is the reason why there's a lot
good.
of there's a reason why that there's a lot of like
Recycled,
replays and recycling shit. Like in fact in this episode, I'll get to it in a note. when there's 5 minutes and 13 seconds left on the episode, there's a major thing that shows, hey, look, recycled footage. Definitely a Saban show.
Right, but because Saban shows are made with half the budget of regular shows.
Yep.
Saban didn't build the Megazords. Saban didn't make the fucking motorcycles and shit. Saban didn't even make the fucking power weapons.
Yep.
That was all made on the other people's budget, and Saban just used their footage.
Yep.
The only thing Saban had to do was he had to buy permits to shoot some fight scenes in a park.
Yep.
Drive to the desert every now and then. Pay for a couple of costumes, and he was able to cheap out on those costumes. He didn't even buy a fucking Green Ranger shield.
Yep.
Fucking made it from crappy cloth.
Yep.
Then they went further than that by saving even more money because the Rangers never have to appear with weapons because we don't do those fight scenes here.
Yep.
Like, they
and
made a show.
Let's get a bunch of teenage actors who are begging to be on television and give them McDonald's wages.
We give them McDonald's wages. They get none of the fucking profit share, none of the margin, none of the what is that called when they get royalties?
Yeah,
they get no fucking royalties. I get all that. Fuck them. I get all that. I'm fucking
You got
Saban.
to be on TV, try to make a career after this.
Now that's the way I run my business. Look at our command center. There's a tube.
Yeah.
A couple fucking neon light strips. Some Christmas lights on a blue fucking board with fake consoles. And a bunch of wires that they probably just dug out of old radios from the garbage.
Right.
And then a black fucking room, because I don't got enough money to fucking pay for an actual command center.
You forgot a globe.
Oh yeah, then I put a globe.
You put
down,
a viewing,
yeah.
which was probably like a fucking soccer ball or some shit that I spray painted the right color and then just used a film trick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it was garbage.
Yeah,
it's always been garbage. Now
Yeah.
you come to this show, and we couldn't just buy footage. Every single thing that we did in this show was money.
Yep.
You actually bought garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had to make that lair.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't. They had to. The parks, unlike in our Power Rangers, where we very much were shooting in like a public park, like you could see it. It was an actual park. We didn't have to buy those benches or anything like that. They had a filming permit to go down there for an hour or two.
And everything's just about filmed in nighttime.
Most everything you see in this is filmed at night, which means a lot of stage lighting and things like that. And a lot of these places were built. Even the park is not an actual park. They built that. That's a set.
Yep.
You can tell that almost everything they do in this is a set. And every time they introduce a bad guy, it's a costume and it's makeup and it's like a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of money, sadly, went into this show. Yep. And I'll bet you if you could have taken all the fucking money that went into this garbage and just gave it to the Power Rangers and said, here, guys, we're going to double your budget. Everything we were going to do with this garbage, it's your money. Do what you're going to do. We could have not only saved Power Rangers, we could have made the best fucking season anybody ever seen, ever.
Yep. Probably why Lost Galaxy looked tons better.
Who knows?
More than likely.
Who knows? It could very well, because maybe Space and Turtles were fighting over a set budget from Saban.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to the main plot of this episode. Wick calls Mikey's show and tells him that, oh yeah, we're fans, me and some of the dragons, and we want to do a truce because we're tired of the butthead known as Dragon Lord.
Not a bad plan.
Yeah.
It's not a bad plan.
Especially when they use the lie detector to figure out if they're bullshitting or not, and no, they're telling the truth. And that's because when you live under somebody like that, like somebody's rule who says, I'm the greatest ever, nobody is ever better than me, and you're just like, fuck this dude. You're not lying. Fuck that dude. I don't care about him. Fuck him.
That sounds familiar.
Yes.
It's because I was listening to Babylon earlier before we came over.
I think we're dealing with that now.
But realistically, yeah, I guess he's not totally lying.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Even though he hung up the phone as the Dragon Lord was standing next to him.
Yeah, but he's not totally lying.
Yeah.
In fact, we see proof that he doesn't give a shit about that fucking dude later on when he gets superpowers.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not a bad plan, and he did get away with lying because he wasn't necessarily lying.
Yeah,
and the turtles have every right to question this truth.
And he does. So. He does actually like Mikey's show, and some of the other dragons actually do too. In fact, some of the dragons are not evil.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll come across that.
We get there when we get there.
Well, somebody has to like his show.
And Mikey goes on saying, lots of famous people have evil fans. Yeah.
Anybody with any level of fame, even Z-grade celebrities like fucking Ralph Garman and Kevin Smith. They have evil fans.
Z-grade.
They have.
We're double Zeta levels. We're down at the bottom of the totem pole. We've got evil fans. Because there's one dude who purposely thumbs downs all of our fucking YouTube videos just
we
because.
We pissed somebody
him off. Something fierce.
Yeah, we pissed off somebody so fucking bad that they purposely went back to every video we've done in the last 5 years and did one thumbs down on every single video we had.
Yeah.
Like, if you go through our history, there's a whole bunch of videos where they'll have like 14, 24 likes, one thumb down.
Yeah.
One.
And
I just keep looking, and I actually almost look forward to it now. Because I'll get on there.
Thumbs down, guys, back.
I'll get on there like a week or two after we've done the episode, and there'll be one thumbs down, and I'm like, that guy still hates us. Whoever that guy is.
Our fan loves us. He gives us a thumbs down.
You know, I can publicly say it right now. If there's ever another episode on the Sentai Review covering the Gundams, I will be a person who puts a thumb down.
Damn, he's a fucking hater on something that's so great.
Right. That's whatever. So anyway, let's see. So Mikey storms off. It's because it was Mikey and Storms. Mikey storms off because the guys are giving him all sorts of shit for this truce.
Yep.
Which then we come to a...
betrayal.
Well, not even the betrayal. First we have to get to a cameo from the Happy Gilmore movie. The clown hole from the mini golf. That giant clown face in the fucking warehouse they're in.
I remember
seeing
that. I was like,
is that the same fucking prop from Happy Gilmore? Is that where they're coming up with all their shit? Really? But yes, then his fan club goes all Looney Tune Joker on his ass with a trap pen to steal Mikey
for the Dragon Lord. And then Master Splinter telling his students to lie, trick. Yes, I want you to lie.
Man,
yeah,
fight fire with fire. Either way, again, like I said, the guys go to save Mikey, and like I said, if you're watching this on YouTube or not YouTube on damn it, my brain died, Netflix, like Shane and I were. Because it doesn't tell you how long you've been watching. It just says how much is left. So it's really good for a show like this. You're like, oh, good, my prison sentence is almost up. So when there's 5 minutes and 13 seconds left in the episode, they give you the recycled footage with Mikey sitting on the Hummer. Guys, let's go save Mikey. Oh, wait, here he is. Let's just stop and be up. Fuck. Nope, we stopped. Mikey's magically disappeared again.
Yeah, I know. It's all the stock footage shit.
Right.
I caught weird moments where you'd see Mikey driving alone when it was supposed to be all of them.
I wonder if they even tried to actually film a few of those without some of the turtles. Because they could have.
All they did...
They could have.
I'm telling you,
they did it once and done.
Yes, this is Saban. They recorded the motorcycle pulling out like 4 or 5 times and said, we're done. They recorded the Hummer pulling out 4 or 5 times, shot it from 4 or 5 different angles and said, we're done. Reuse that for the entire fucking series.
Yep. Because, remember...
Hell, every time they pull the weapons off the rack, it's the exact same.
Yep.
Except for the turtle who isn't around. They just cut that out.
Yeah, they just cut that out, yeah.
And you see that when if Raphael's not there to pull out on the motorcycle, they just show the Humvee footage.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
then, much like we said before, every fucking time, the fucking muffler falls off of Raph's bike.
When it does. When we see it.
Right. Because they were like, fuck it, we did the footage. We shot it once, moving on.
Now, once the turtles do this fastest truce hoax ever, We get
with the Burt Bacharach reference that's lost on a kid's show.
We get Wick trying to nibble at Mikey's ankle while the turtles are fighting the dragons. And speaking of which, Raphael starts using these cooking tongs in a dragon's butt. And then pushes him against the wall while holding the tongs. I'm like, nope.
See, this is what happens when you listen to a show and you don't actually watch it, Shane.
I feel violated just by watching this.
Right?
The dragon's butt. I can't breathe.
Don't worry, Shane. I understand, because after a while, I couldn't stand
this is
watching
not your
it either.
Raphael. Remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And again, I completely understand, because after a while, I could not watch it myself either. I set my phone down on the arm of the rocking chair that's in my room, and I turned on my laptop, and I pulled up an emulator, and I played
listen.
Seventh Saga
Did I
and
listen
fucking
to these episodes?
old RPGs like
Yes.
that.
Did I glance up and did I watch them? Like, oh, okay, and do something else? Oh, okay, and did I listen? I did listen, except for one of these episodes. One of these episodes, I honestly will not say much because because I don't like that character so much. I did not watch that episode. It played, and I ignored it.
I was gonna say
Fair enough.
that his dragon teeth are not strong enough to puncture turtle skin.
No.
Right.
Oh, you mean Wick going like that?
Yeah.
He's gumming at it?
Could
Yeah.
physically, he was incapable of eating him, which makes me feel like the dragons are not the big issue that we were led to believe. Not that we ever truly believed they were an issue to begin
At least
with.
not him, but then again, at the same
It is
time...
Wick. Wick's a little
Right,
runt
but
thing.
even then, here's the other problem, too. I feel as though the Dragon Lord is completely incompetent. Like, at first, he may have had some form of competency, but now, yeah, I know, dust off your shock face, Bill. Because every fucking time we come to him, like, this is the problem with jumping back and forth between two series. We go to Astronema. What does she do? Oh, you're Rangers without powers? You. Watch these fuckers. I'll be right back. And she goes to her ship to come down to destroy them. Blow them the fuck up. I'm done with you. The Dragon Lord. Oh, I have all of you captured? Oh, fuck, they're breaking out. Quick, henchmen, get them. Henchmen, why aren't you getting them better?
Shitty henchmen!
Come on, do better. And he's just fucking standing there.
Take the fucking salad tongs out your dragon ass!
I'm gonna tell you something. This Dragon Lord, when he was in the fucking spirit world, and he was like, he
was a hardcore bad motherfucker.
But he know where
Now
he,
we
do you
can
know
hear
where
this.
he gets his villainy from. Let me tell you something. He's so incompetent. I'm going to tell you something right now. He in the spirit world, he had nothing else to do, right? He's just there, fucking waiting to get released. Let me tell you something. He was like, "What can I do to pass the time?" Oh, let me watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Secret of the Ooze. And he's like, "That Shredder, he knows what he's doing. Stand there, look imposing. That's how you capture people. That's how you win the day." So he took that advice, and he did that. And he was like, something doesn't seem right. Maybe I should do so. Oh, no, they're gone.
Right.
Maybe I should have done something.
Instead, he should have learned from fucking Tatsu School of Construction and done some shit.
Like Tatsu.
Even if it's terrible. Yeah,
Even if it's terrible.
fucking levers.
Fucking levers.
Fucking, at least he did some shit.
He did. Did he do it terribly?
Yes, but he did something.
But did he jump in that fucking crane and do something?
Yes.
He pulled the levers back and forth.
More than the Shredder.
Get them!
Get them. Stop sucking.
Right.
Look out.
Who hired that fat guy?
You did.
Toka! Razor!
No, actually-
Get them!
I didn't hire him. I was in a dumpster.
No, Shane, it's literally, this is Shredder. Toka! Razor! Get them! Bang!
They're babies.
That's what he learned from Shredder. That's why he's the bad one to pay attention
I am
to.
telling you, man.
They're not stupid. They're living creatures.
Bang!
Okay, they're stupid.
Okay, they're stupid.
Okay,
they're
the stupid infants.
Oh my god, dude, that was amazing.
I feel better now. Okay, so the guy saved Mikey, and then Mikey goes right back to doing the fucking radio show. Hey, dumbass, if you're trying to hide from your enemies, don't do the the same fucking thing.
Well, he was doing it before the dragons showed up.
That's true.
That'd be like if we had one bad experience. Yeah, it seems to be his hobby. If we had one bad experience and then we just gave up on the radio shit forever, like, look, Turtles 1, 2, and 3, the movies do not show it, but that Mikey didn't do radio.
Right.
We are looking at a different Mikey affected because the Turtles went back in time in part 3.
Yep.
And they all grew up very different and very separate. And we've already talked about the fact that Donnie became more of a technophile.
Yep.
He fell into his own shit and jerked his training. And every turtle did this in their own way. Like Leo kind of stomped off to become his own turtle earlier than he ever should have.
Right.
And Master Splinter was never taken seriously, so they learned almost nothing except for the basics.
Fair.
Even though, according to them, we've mastered every fucking weapon in ninjutsu.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yep.
Okay, the episode's done.
Yep. Next episode.
Episode 15.
Sewer crash.
Sitting in front of a computer all day. It's not healthy, says Raph sitting on the couch in front of a TV.
All day.
All day, yeah.
Which, once again, goes into their training method. This is the way that these turtles live.
Yep.
They just do stuff. Fucking teenage dumb stuff. All day long, and are somehow super buff, strong, fucking athletic Ninja Turtles.
Well, except for Mikey. Mikey's the only one who is actually sitting in the kitchen, but, you know, sometimes that actually can be some form of weight training.
So Donnie gets brainwashed by a bunch of zeros and ones.
Yeah. Donnie gets brainwashed in a fucking AOL chat room.
Yep. Via Matrix code.
Via Matrix code.
He had to wait to be controlled because it had dial-up.
Somebody fucking said age, sex, location, and Donnie was like, "Oh, banana!"
Yeah.
No, the banana doesn't come up yet. And then the brainwash was apparently good enough for Donnie to still be able to drive a Hummer.
Right.
To rob a jewelry
Sleeper
store.
agents. Sleeper agents can still pilot fucking jets.
And the first time we see Donnie with a full black face mask with the purple around.
He wore a black bandana over his black bandana.
Yep.
It's purple. I don't give a fuck.
Yep. That's why I just said,
it's
yep,
to
I'm
hide
agreeing
your
with you,
identity.
And then we find out the villain of this episode. The fucking ape.
Yep,
oh,
it's
shit. Silverback!
Yeah, next episode.
What?
Yeah, fuck this shit.
You don't want to talk about Banana Silverback, man?
Okay, look,
but Shane, it's great, because especially near the end when Raph starts figuring out what the fuck is going on, and it's banana.
No.
Even
though as much as I hate this ape guy, this episode did remind me one of our cartoon versions where it was. I think the episode was called Cowabunga Shredhead, when Mikey and Shredder was like changing minds and stuff. It kind of reminded me of that one.
This whole plan, even though executed terribly and done in this show, so it can't be taken seriously even in the least.
Right.
Not an awful plan to fucking brainwash a turtle and have a turtle steal shit for you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, pretty good.
Banana.
All right, yeah, and that episode sucks, so we're going to move on.
Yeah, you're kind of not right, because a lot of mine is literally just fucking Raph and Donnie fucking going back and forth.
Have Donnie.
Yeah.
Episode 16.
Going Ape.
Bonesteel's ready!
Yep, Bonesteel, Raphael.
Hold on, I'm still deleting notes. Fuck, I got a lot to delete.
Oh, I'm not deleting yet. They go into an abandoned mansion house?
Is this with the gorilla?
Yes, because first Bonesteel tries to get Raph, and Raph fucking Bugs Bunny's his ass.
When I see
Raph runs into the abandoned house, which at first I thought was going to be another crossover.
When I saw the newspaper, it's like, Killer Gorilla escapes. Oh, now we get a crossover with King Kong.
Well,
actually, when he ran in the house, I thought we were about to do a Beetleborgs thing.
Yeah, so did
Beetleborgs, because the layout in the interior was like,
do more than
is this a Beetleborgs, or is this like
one
of the places?
It could be a restaged Beetleborg's house. Because, look, in order to save money, you see this a lot. Back when they were making the Star Trek movies, the same bridge that was used for the Enterprise and the Enterprise refit and the Enterprise A, that bridge would be redressed to play as the Bridge of the Reliant. Or they would redress it to use it as the battle bridge on Next Generation. Yep. So that's the same bridge that you're seeing. They would redress it and change out little things so they didn't have to build a new set. So that very well could be, and I really don't care one way or another because I don't like the fucking Borgs.
If it wasn't Beetleborgs, I would say it's one of these like weird Mighty Morphin episodes where they weren't inside a mansion or something.
Right, but Mighty Morphin is probably using that. Look, I don't know what studio they were working at.
Yeah,
just because it's Saban, if say they were working on the Fox Studios.
Yeah.
At Universal, at Fox Universal, or whatever the fuck. What is it called? 20th Century Fox.
Yeah.
Say they were working at the 20th Century Fox Studios. Maybe there's a couple of houses and like designs like that that are used for the Goosebumps fucking shows that were going on.
Right.
So they would just be like, hey, we need a fucking house. Is there a house? And they'd be like, those guys were using a house a fucking week ago for the Goosebumps thing. Can we redress that and use it? Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Put some couches in it.
Yeah. Because quite literally, I was listening to a podcast many, many years ago with fucking Bruce Campbell. And he was like, yeah, I love being in this industry because I'm such a fan of a lot of these actors and that. So, when I'm sitting around doing, some of the shows I was on, and I get to go and stand behind a door on one of the fucking back lots at Universal, and I look up and fucking, like James Garner's fucking signed his name on the wall because he was in the same fucking lot at the exact same studio doing the exact same, in the exact same area for one fucking show, and I could sign my signature right next to his and be like, fuck yeah, I was next to an actual dude in, like, real fucking movies. Fuck yeah. So, they do that shit all the time.
And apparently the Dragons were tracking Raphael, too.
Yep.
So now we're getting a clusterfuck inside this place. We got Bonesteel, we got the Dragons.
I even wrote it down. I said there's a four-way dance going on right now with Raph and Bonesteel and the Dragons and this fucking gorilla. Because Raph and Bonesteel have to team up because, that's too much.
And then the gorilla started chasing the Dragons.
Shane. They did the fucking Scooby-Doo thing.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
At one point, one of my notes says, cue the Scooby-Doo running from doors music.
Right.
And then at one point, the dragon starts setting up a Scooby-Doo trap.
Yep.
Which actually works. Surprising. It works.
Now let's get to the end, because while this episode was slightly entertaining, I'll give it that, it was slightly entertaining here.
When we're talking about the level of entertainment that we received from this
show,
it was one of the only episodes that were like you could stomach it. You could watch it and be like, "That's dumb."
Yeah. But then we get to the end where the guys, not only are they talking shit about Raph the entire time, being like, Raph is the most fucking me guy I ever fucking know. And he's like, hey, you dragons, fucking drop the ape type of bullshit. And it's like, okay, whatever.
Raph sets the gorilla free and gains a new friend.
Right, but then we get to the end where, he's walking around with the gorilla, and then it goes to a news report being like, and the killer ape that escaped the zoo the other day magically came back, followed by Raph and the ape still walking through the park, and it's like, the fuck is going on right now?
Did they call it a killer ape?
Yes.
Yep.
Aren't we supposed to kill those?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if a bobcat or something kills a person, don't we just straight up fucking hunt it and kill it?
Yep.
Yes.
No, we befriend it.
Yeah, Power Ranger Ninja Turtle logic. We befriend it.
We don't kill nothing, man.
Everything is
savable.
Because it's good or it's bad.
Black
and
and
if it
white.
ain't kicking my ass, it's good.
But this thing was kicking Raph's ass, so.
Until Raph saved it, and then all of a sudden they're best fucking buddies.
Now it's good.
Now it's good.
Yep.